Hi guys, for this week I have nothing new, so I'm going to jump right into my species report. I chose the gopher tortoise as a regionally threatened species. In Florida, the gopher tortoise is a state designated threatened species. The gopher tortoise is one of 5 of North American tortoise species. In the wild, they can live to be 40 to 60 years old, and in captivity, they can be 90 to 100. Gopher tortoises have large elephant-like hind limbs and flattened, shovel-looking forelimbs that are made to burrow, and they can burrow up to 40 feet long and 10 feet wide. The physical description, they're around 9 to 11 inches when full grown. Some can reach up to 15. Adult gopher tortoises weigh about 8 to 15 pounds. You can identify these species by its stumpy elephant-like hind limbs and flattened shovel-like forelimbs covered in thick scales. The shell is going to be tan, brown, or gray. Hatchlings and juvenile tortoises normally are yellow, orange to brown, and their color changes and fades as they grow older. The female and males can be told apart because they have a concavity on their lower shell if they are a male, and a female will have a flatter shell, so you can tell the difference between the two. The gopher tortoise is the only tortoise naturally found east of the Mississippi River. The gopher tortoise's geographical range includes southern South Carolina through the southern half of Georgia into Florida and west into southern Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana. Sadly, in South Carolina and Louisiana, the gopher tortoise is almost extinct, and in Mississippi and Alabama, they are considered to be a rare species, and gopher tortoises are found in all 67 Florida counties. The ecological role is very important as they supply their burrows to 300 plus species. You can find rare eastern indigo snakes, the gopher frog, the Florida mouse, hundreds of rodents and invertebrates. Gopher tortoises and many other animals use their burrows to protect themselves from things such as predators and fire. They also benefit humans because we can use the space for recreation and restoring large tracts of forest, which improves water quality. Gopher tortoises are herbivores and eat mostly foliage, seeds, grasses, and forbs. The gopher tortoise will tend to forage in an area 150 feet surrounding their burrows. The gopher tortoise are known for liking broadleaf grasses, wire, asters, legumes, and fruit, but they are known to eat more than 300 species of plants. Young gopher tortoises and hatchlings are preyed upon by raccoons, indigo snakes, black bears, and red-tailed hawks. Adult tortoises do not have many predators other than humans, and in some cases domestic dogs and raccoons, because they will get a hold of them. And I would say that they have to be at the top of the food chain or closer to, since they do not get eaten that much. The males reach adulthood at 9 to 12 years old, while females take 10 to 21 years to reach maturity. The reason it takes so long is it depends on their local resource abundance and latitude. The breeding season starts in March and continues into October. Female gopher tortoises normally lay 1 clutch. 1 clutch is equal to 5 to 9 tiny ping pong ball like eggs, and they're deposited in May and continuing into July. They often are found nesting in open, sunny locations within the soft mound of sand at the front of their burrows, which is known as the burrow apron. The gopher tortoises exhibit no maternal care for their eggs or young after life, and once the gopher tortoise grows up, it spends about 80% of its time in its burrow. So my interesting history facts is during the Great Depression, people ate tortoises because they couldn't afford any other meat. And to this day, some people consider it to be a delicacy, but incorrectly, eating the tortoise flesh is not going to help you with medical issues. It will probably make you sick. And a fun fact, they try to avoid the heat of the day, which means they'll eat in the morning, earlier, and late afternoon so they don't get the worst heat of the day, which I found interesting.